Janet Mills plans to sign the newly approved supplemental budget today at Eastern Maine Community College in Bangor with more than $500 million package, including making free community college tuition permanent. There was also $300 relief checks and a new 2% tax on income above $1 million. $292 million of the package is proposed to be drawn from the state's $1 billion rainy day fund. Republicans unanimously opposed the bill and expressed concerns that the state was spending needlessly by dipping into the rainy day fund.